Because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, 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 I love you.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Smokin Joe show. This is our 40th episode.
Woo!
That's 40 times that I've said, well, hello there. The first 12 times I didn't realize I was doing it, and then I watched them. And I was like, I say, well, hello every time.
Crystal pointed it out
before
a week or two before that. It was like, do you ever notice Joe always says,
well, hello.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Natural born host.
Minnesotan host here. I'm from Iowa, but I've definitely picked up the lingo in my years here. But first and foremost, please share this video. It's live. Share it. It's live right now. Share it on Facebook, and hey, you can host a watch party. You have a party on the internet watching us have a party on the internet. So that's fun. And the more people are in the chat, the more fun it is because we get silly suggestions and comments, and I just love all that stuff. But if you're watching this in the future, please subscribe to the YouTube channel because we are making changes. We're going to be switching over to YouTube very soon. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the works. John's been working really hard to take the Smokin Joe show to the next level, which is very exciting. And John is, of course, Vicarious Visions.
Woo! Way to go, John.
He does pretty much. He's the premier live streamer in our scene, as far as I know. I mean, we got our tapers and we got our streamers and we got our whatever else recording. Screamers, dancers, and poppers.
Don't forget the shakers.
Shakers, movers, scientists, astronauts, groovers, fraggles,
The little foots.
the
hairy foots.
little feet. Anyway,
Maybe Bigfoot.
huh?
Maybe
Bigfoot, Sam Squamch. But I digress. We will move right on along to the weekend get down. What is getting down around town this weekend? Weekend get down. Well, going on tonight, I'm actually not going to be there on time, but a band I play with, the Max Graham and the Fam, Max Graham and the Fam is opening up for Flash Mountain Flood. Just named one of Colorado's top 10 jam bands alongside favorites such as the Motet and String Cheese Incident. Ooh. Flash Mountain Flood takes their powerful classic and exploratory rock sound on the road to the Midwest, promoting their spring 2019 release, Speak of Heaven. Joined by local favorites Max Graham and the Fam, this will be a Thursday night get down you won't want to miss. So that's happening pretty soon. I think doors are in about 27 minutes, give or take. And then Max Graham Fam starts right at 9. I will not be there with my congas tonight, but maybe if I show up for the last song, I'll jump up and go and sing. That's what I do. I just sing the lowest octave possible of whatever they're singing. And I play congas. And tambourine and a shaker. It's fun. Also, let's see. Tomorrow night at Bunkers, Kung Fu Hippies and Rampant Roots are playing. Rampant Roots, they're a cool band, right? I think they're pretty... cool. Kung Fu Hippies is back at Bunkers with Rampant Roots. Don't miss it. On Saturday, the Jones Gang will be playing with Bigfoot County at the Whiskey Junction. So, some things never change, folks. And that is this type of bands doing this type of shit at the Whiskey Junction. Tell you what, we had a big old party there, St. Billy's Day. I know we had a special episode. And, man, the whiskey's back in full force, that's for sure.
Maybe fuller force than ever before.
Maybe fuller force. Maybe even maximum force of the Whiskey Junction. I don't know. But it's fun. It's another place to go, With parking! Anyway. Midwest Music Fest pre-party will be at the Hook and Ladder, and they definitely use Phosphate Inline as the font for this one. This is the font that is taking over the world. I have been saving every instance of this font's use into my phone for the last month, and I'm going to release this in a few months. I'm going to release how many people use this fucking font. I'm I'm sorry, this is a tangent, but it's so true. It's called Phosphate and Lime. And the lines are gorgeous, I know, but before you know it, this will just be show card gothic all over again. And those of you who like fonts, you know what I'm talking about. Show card gothic is the original Dead Larry font, and that's embarrassing now. Anyway. Midwest Music Fest pre-party with the Bad Man.
Woo! Shout out Lauren.
Eleganza and RLGDPPL.
I think that's pronounced real good people.
Real good people. That makes sense now. Real good people.
Yeah.
Midwest Music Fest and the Hook and Ladder Theater are very proud to present a special festival pre-party featuring an eclectic showcase of outstanding local artists, including the Bad Man, Eleganza, Real Good People, Noah N. and Tony and Tony Bordson. Sorry if I butcher names. I get a pass. My last name's Scarpolino, and no one even tries. The Bad Man, named Best New Band 2017 by First Avenue City Pages, picked to click in 2018 and fronted by one of the Twin Cities' most dynamic and devilish rock and roll frontmen.
Yeah.
Says the Star Tribune. The Bad Man is no stranger to fun. Known for their unpredictable and adrenaline-fueled performances, the band delivers a danceable, rowdy rock sound driven by guitar, saxophone, and a back alley bounce.
The good man does, however, not know fun.
Good man don't know fun. Bad man, all the fun. Bummer ride, see him live, they're worth the cover charge. Yeah, because most cover charges are just minuscule compared to people's bar tabs. So just pay the cover. Eleganza, formed by Brian Vanderwerf, guitarist, vocalist for the Estrus Records band, the Midnight Evils, and celebrated Chuglin, Fat Possum / Big Legal Mess Records, is a 3-guitar rock and roll, all caps, rock and roll attack featuring Vanderwerf and Chuglin bandmate Jeff Johnson and ex-Ol Yellers Greg McAloon. Also on board is legendary Tony Zaccardi of Romantica and Crudler on bass, and his longtime partner in crime, Tim Baumgart, in Wizards Are Real and Big Ditch Road, Crudler. Yeah, it sounds real good people, stylized as RLGDPPL. There you go, John. Is a rhythm and blues rooted rock band out of Minneapolis. Like Joe Cocker, us too. Spoon, ditto. Bill Withers, yeah. Broken Bells, The Meters, let's just get bunk beds. We play good time moving music that's loose and colorful. We aim to be familiar but always fresh. Alright, so that is what is happening at the Hook and Ladder, I believe on Saturday. At First Avenue, we have a hippie spectacular, which is Trevor Hall. Trevor Hall, I actually opened for Trevor Hall once. He's a very nice guy. He's a little aloof, but I think that just comes from who he is. He's very, just kind of an airy presence. And they're playing with Dirtwire, who's a super dope, it's like electro grass. It's like electro country music. It's kind of weird. They all wear really cool hats, and they're all multi-instrumentalists. Anyway, I'll read about it. Raised on an island in South Carolina, singer-songwriter Trevor Hall realized at a young age that music was more than just a passion. It was rather his life's art. At 16, he recorded his first album, soon after which he left South Carolina for Idlewild Arts Academy in California, where he studied classical guitar and was introduced to the practices of yoga and meditation, which would greatly influence his life and his music. Hall's music, a blend of roots and folk music, is imbued with a deep love of Eastern mysticism. This powerful symbiosis fostered a deep connectivity with his growing fan base, and Trevor quickly matured into a leader of the burgeoning conscious musical community, which we all know and love. Along with numerous pilgrimages to India, he has also completed a series of sold-out tours in collaboration with artists such as Steel Pulse, Ziggy Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Modest Yahoo, Michael Franti, Xavier Rudd, and Nako and Medicine for the People. So, Trevor Hall, you know him, you love him. He calls in sick to Harmony Park a lot.
Sure does.
Just a couple times, just 2 times in a row. That's what makes it so funny. I mean, not funny. I'm sure it was not fun to call off a Harmony Park gig. We all love it there. I kid.
Heatbox doesn't mind.
I kid. Heatbox doesn't mind. You know? But anyway.
He must be a stranger to fun.
Yeah. He must be a good man and a stranger to fun. Mae Simpson Band, who were our guests last week. I fed them, I fed May and Romy various foods while they were blindfolded. It was very exciting.
Applesauce with Slurpee.
Applesauce with Slurpee. I made May eat an olive, which she did not enjoy, and that was my favorite part. By far, she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's an olive." Blah.
If you haven't seen episode 39, definitely one worth going to YouTube and checking out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I put it up there. Or just scroll down on Smokin Joe, you can watch it. Anyway, I'll read about May Simpson Band. Join us as we celebrate our Paganacon 2019 theme, Sacred Groves. Guests of honor are Crystal... Oh, wait, no. I don't think this is right.
I forgot to update that description. But
okay, it's not Paganacon. May Simpson's playing
Dakota.
at the Dakota, and I believe it's right after a sold-out show. I can't remember the artist, but I remember that they were very excited about it.
Also, go back and watch last week's episode.
Go back and watch last week's episode. You'll hear all about this show, which we encourage you to go to Saturday at the Dakota. Sunday at the IPR Studios in Edina, Romer Dome is back in action with the 4th official season of Homegrown Music, all caps. The Familia is incredibly honored to be partnering with the IPR Institute of Production Recording to host these amazing non-alcoholic events and promote wellness through creativity and, all caps, music!
Music!
Along in this journey are amazing friends and Ohana Naked Hippie Brew, Kombucha, Jun, and Kava of the People will be bringing the love through Kava and Jun. Below are their direct Facebook pages for more information, which, I mean, you can't really see it, but hey, if you find the event on Facebook, which I know you're probably on right now, but don't click away from the video. Open new tab, and then find Season 4 live at IPR. And this is Sammy Strings in the Can of Bliss and Prevalent Nature. It's a family-friendly event. Bring one, bring everyone, to include the Kaikis, which is children in Hawaiian. I don't know I can't remember what the language is called, but I learned a bunch of Hawaiian, and I'm just quickly forgetting it all. And pahoia hoi. Is it anyway, we learned it.
It's gone.
But fun announcement. We are going to take this show down the road to the Hook and Ladder and their new mission room and do a Smokin Joe live stream show. So this will be a free ticketed event. You can get your free tickets in advance. You just give us your email so we can send you updates about stuff, and then you get your tickets, which are free. And then you come down to the Hook and Ladder. We're opening doors about 7 to come and hang and get your seating, and then we start the show at 8. And there happens to be an awesome Blue Ox pre-party going on at the Hook and Ladder. So we just took all their bands and made them our guests. We got them Cooley Boys, Barbaro, and who's the other one? There it is, Chicken Wire Empire. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. Seating is limited. It's a smaller room, the mission room, but it's gonna be really fun. We've never done this with a live studio audience.
Do not undervalue the tickets just because they're free. The seats are limited.
Yeah,
you can see all 3 of these bands for free on the 25th by coming to the Smokin Joe show.
Is that true?
Well, I mean, we're going to have them.
Oh yeah, you can
on
literally
the Smokin
see
Joe
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be fun. It'll be a part of my first live audience.
And then while you're there, go over to the Hook and watch the full sets for whatever their door charge is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it'll be super fun. That is Thursday, April 25th. So not very far away, like a month away. And you know what's getting closer every day? The Galactic Get Down. The Galactic Get Down Music and Camping Festival, July 18th through 20th, 2019, at Outback Ranch in Houston, Minnesota. Houston, we have a party. Celebrating the 50-year anniversary of the first moon landing, which happened on July 20th, 1969. So it's been 50 years, and, space is the place right now. It is the most popular thing.
So is 69.
So's 1969, wink face. That's from Angela. $100 pre-sale tickets are on sale now, and we have the full lineup coming at you next week. I've had a big of a hectic week, if you know about me and my whole life, but so I had to delay the release of our new lineup so I could get it all exactly right, and we're gonna be doing that next week. But so far, all we have is Dead Larry, Zach Deputy playing 2 sets. That one guy, Cas Haley, Heatbox, Frogleg, Smokin Joe, Reed Grimm, Space Monkey Mafia, May Simpson, Big Zach, Flow State, Lifted Minds, Goop City Music, Gin Strings, Space Monster, Porky Screw Machine, Urza Clark, String Dinger, Spare Change Trio, Splimit, Undercover Organism, The Missing Letters, Karate Chop, Silence, Hot Pink Hangover, Granola High Rise, Mikey D. And more to be announced, which I just said will be announced next week. So make sure to grab your tickets now because they will be more expensive at the gate. So just get them in advance and it'll save yourself a headache of having to worry about it in 3 months. You know that summertime gets expensive with these music festivals, and we all want you to come to the best one, which is ours. All right. We want to say thank you. There we go. Big old thank you to all of you that voted on the City Page's Best of voting. We were up against some of like gigantic music festivals. It was awesome just to be on that list with the Basilica Block Party, Soundset, Rock the Garden, Shangri-La. We are very much the underdog in that situation. For all of you that took the time to vote, thank you so much. Thank you for voting for Mae Simpson, not only for Best New Band, but also Best Concert.
Woo!
They'll probably win.
Probably.
They're winners.
I certainly hope so.
I'm
so hopeful.
They just
for
keep
them.
winning things.
The festivals that we're up against in our category have anywhere from like 10 to like 30 times as many followers as we have, and have been around for 20 to 30 years. Basilica Block Party is celebrating their 25th anniversary this year.
Yeah, and we're doing 4.
And it's sponsored by a radio station, 97.1. That's what we're up
all
against.
the way up.
Yeah. So yes, Angela.
Shelly Stern wants to know when RV passes go on sale.
RV passes will be going on sale as soon as we get all the necessary information from the venue. We apologize for the delay.
That's a good answer.
But there will be RVs, and we're rearranging the layout, so that's why we don't know exactly how many passes we can sell. We don't want to sell like too many passes, and then we could. I don't know. It's coming up real soon, Shelly, and I'm sure you'll get one. You're very on top of things.
We love you, Shelly.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support constantly, forever. What?
We're taking in mind what happened last year with when everybody was coming in, the rush, and how we did a good job handling it, but we know that we can improve. So one of the improvements is we're looking at the RV layout, and so that's the reason for the delay.
So, yeah, but we do appreciate you wanting those tickets because we want to sell them to you. So thank you so much for your patience. Oh, our first video of the day is one of our Galactic Get Down performers, and a guy who he's one of those guys, he's kind of like Reed Grimm. His name, this is Cas Haley I'm talking about. I didn't say that. But Cas Haley on the phone, you'll talk business for about 10 minutes, and then we'll just talk about our families, talk about the last thing we saw on TV, talking about, just like this and that and the other thing. So I find a 10-minute conversation into an hour-long chat with Cas Haley. So while I haven't really spent a lot of time in the same room, I feel like by the time we get to hang out at the Galactic Get Down, we'll probably be pretty good friends. So that's neat.
So adorable.
It is. He's cute.
I hope he brings his mother because she is such a sweetheart. And he when I met his mother in the middle of a conversation, he's like, "John, let me introduce you to my mom," and just brings me across the room to his mother. He's such a good guy.
Everyone, bring your mom to Galactic Get Down.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom's coming. My mom usually just will come for the Saturday, and then I'll kind of give her my spot to sleep, and that was what we did last year. It worked out. My dad, however, will be there the whole time. He has his little seat backstage, and he sits between the stages, and he sees it all happen. He just loves it. It's great. So my folks come out. So your folks can come out, and your kids. It's really their parent. We have ages 90 something, I think, was our oldest, and we've had up to babies or down to babies up to 90-year-olds. So it's for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a good range. But this video is Cas Haley, More Music, More Family, featuring Mike Love, who is Harmony Park super famous. Title track from his 2015 album, More Music, More Family. Cas Haley makes his GGD debut July 19th, 2019. More Music, More Family.
Not long ago, I chased a dream, wrapped in ideas of my past conditioning. I reached and reached for a day that's not today, missing out on a blessed life. one that doesn't go away. To be alone is an unnatural thing, even when you're spreading good vibes with the songs you love to sing. I reached and reached for a day that's not today, missing out on a blessed life, one that doesn't go away, one that doesn't go away, one that doesn't go away, one that doesn't go away. I finally understand, I'm just a family man, with music as my ride, and family by my side. More music, more family. More music, more family. More music, more family. More music, more family.
This life, it can be so confusing. I never knew if it was worth living, but you came and you showed me the meaning. Fill me with purpose, give me a reason. You are the missing pieces of my heart, the candle that flickers and lights my way through the darkness. You are the sea and I am the land. You fill me up with hope and you just make me a better man. And now I finally understand.
I finally understand,
I know it now.
I'm just a family man,
I never could be nothing more.
with music as my ride,
Sweet music in my heart.
and family by my side.
My son, my daughter, and my wife.
I finally understand,
I know it now, I know it now.
I'm just a family man,
I'm just a family man.
with music as my ride,
Sweet touch of music.
and family by my side.
Choo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
More music, more family.
More music, more love.
More music, more family.
More love to share, more love to share.
More music, more family.
More soul, more spirit for our children.
More music, more family.
Sing it to me, little one.
More music, more family.
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 Yeah. All right.
More music, more family.
More music, more family.
Yeah,
It's hard
dude.
to come up with names after.
It is. Hello! Well, hello! We're back.
Well, hello.
And my special guest here is not being covered up by our images. Max
Finally,
Altmark!
I exist.
Maria's watching if you want to say
Oh.
Optimistic
What's up, baby?
with a Y.
Yes.
I didn't know that was your handle. What do you call that?
I'm
Your stage name?
very mystical. Yeah.
Mystical?
Call it like an
Optimistic.
artist name when I
Artist name?
want to be pretentious, or like a rap name if
Yeah.
I'm trying to look cool. You know.
Do you like to make
depends on
people
the
at work
mood.
call you that?
I make everyone call me that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
like,
just kidding, I'm just-
I know, like some people really are like serious about that.
You know, and I think that's the difference between like a stage name / artist name and really, because it's kind of like it is like a handle.
It's a
you know, and
handle,
It's
like-
like a pseudonym a little bit, so I can kind of live vicariously through Optimistic and still be Max on the weekends or whatever.
Like alter egos.
Yeah.
I just did Smokin Joe because there's too many Joes. My last name's hard to say. It's not hard to say, but it scares people.
Terrifies.
Yeah, Scarpolino. Anyway, so this game is a new game to the Smokin Joe show. Created by John, Mary. This is
Or stolen from Jimmy.
or
Fallon.
stolen from Ellen and Jimmy Fallon and any of those people that have great games. We just kind of changed a little bit. This game's called Say What? Say what? Look, their tongues are all tied in knots.
It's a wonderful graphic.
I totally did that. That's all
Hey,
me.
John made
Well,
the graphic.
I found the little kids and turned it into a game board.
Say what? All right. So the game is players will rap battle, and we say rap battle because it's not a rap battle. But it is a battle of tongue things, and contestants will select 2 cards per round. 1 card will be kept, the other will be passed to the opponent. Each beat will last 30 seconds. We have 2 turns each per round. Audience will determine winner for bragging rights. So just vote or say what you like or what you don't like. Nobody ever really wins my games, really, unless they do, actually.
But still tell us who you think's winning.
Yeah, tell us who you think is winning.
I'll win.
I'm pretty
I look
sure you're
forward
gonna
to being
win.
the first official winner.
Official winner. I don't know. Mae Simpson kicked my ass at Good Eye. That one. 'Cause, there are those games where like I created the game and then I'm just trying to fool my guest, and then when they are not fooled, I feel like that means I lose. You know, like.
But you made her eat an olive, right?
I did. That
You lost
wasn't
the battle
involved,
with
and
the
maybe that's
water.
why I enjoyed it so much. All right. You beat me at my game. All right. So who goes first? John.
Make up your mind.
Make up my mind. I'll go first. Oh, and you pick these 2. All right. All right. I'll give you that one.
Thank you. Oh, there's just a picture
ready,
of a
Joe?
stick figure with boobs on here. Do I pick 2 cards now?
Well, we'll do this
Do we
round.
do this
then
for?
you
and
Oh,
then
okay, so 1 card per
How are
round.
these beats?
Gotcha.
Are these just your beats, John? Did you
Yeah,
make some
well, I
beats?
found some 30-second beats. And...
John's been dropping beats.
Are you ready?
Who goes first, though? Me?
Joe, you go first.
I go first. I'm going to rap battle an actual rapper, so this will be fun. 'Cause I am not that. All right, let's do it.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Now, always, never ready.
Hot beats.
Hot
All right.
beats.
Uh.
All right. Well, Biddy better bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So she bought some better butter, and she put the better butter in the bitter batter and made the bitter batter better.
Oh. You've no need to light a night light on a light night like tonight for my light a slight light and tonight's night that's light.
So you caught on the end of his beeping.
I got my own beat. Okay.
Okay, good.
I'm still learning the game, guys. Sorry.
Me too.
That was a warm up.
Yeah, it's cool.
I was trying to get the feature.
We got a lot of fucking cards here.
You've no need to light a night light on a light night like tonight for my night lights a slight light and tonight's a night that's light. When a night's light like tonight's light it is really not quite right. To light night lights with their slight lights on a light night like tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that one.
Catch that verse on the new Lifted Mindz album released last
Nightlight. All right.
All right. Now you pick 2 back.
Awesome. Please vote for me, guys. My self-esteem is fragile.
Amber.
The first one reminded me of the Beagle battle.
Oh yeah. No. This was kind of loosely based on the Dr. Seuss rap battle.
Man, I'll give you this one. It looks a little shorter, but there's some weird words in there that I look forward to hearing you pronounce.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Time to prepare.
This is for my haters.
All the
Tree
haters.
toad loved a she toad who lived up in a tree. He was two-toed, tree-toed, but a three-toed toad was she. Two-toed, tree-toad tried to win the three-toed she-toad's heart. For the two-toed, tree-toad loved the ground that the three-toed, tree-toed toad trod. But the two-toed tree-toad tried in vain. He couldn't please her whim from her tree-toed bower. With her three-toed power, she had toad vetoed him. I think the rhyme scheme needs a little work out here. Your beats are fat, but
The toad vetoed.
yeah, the she-toad vetoed
She
him.
toad vetoed. I liked that.
I liked it too.
Alright, here we go, Joe.
All right. If a Hottentot taught a Hottentot to talk, ere the tot could totter, ought the Hottentot be taught to say ought or not, or ought to be taught-er.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the
It's your
club
birthday.
getting tipsy. This sounds like a Jaquan beat, right? A little bit. All right.
Hot to trot totter. Tater tots.
Wow. That was magical.
Yep.
Is this like a Dead Larry writing session right here? Is this what you guys
This is
do?
what we do. That and whenever we come up with like riffs, we'll never know. None of us like went to like school for music, so we like,
Yeah.
have no real concept of music theories. But we do like to write things, and then whatever that sounds like, whatever band that kind of sounds like the closest to us, we'll be like, yeah, like the Queens of Stone Age part, or like okay, then there's the part, and then there's like the woodly bit, and then we put it in order, and
then
that's
the
like
womp
our.
womps.
Then the womp womps, it's like yeah.
Those are my favorite parts.
Yeah.
The Dead Larry show is the womp
Yeah.
womps.
Yeah, and and I like it to be not all the time. So when it does happen, it's like there it is. I knew he could make that noise, and he didn't yet. That's kind of the goal.
Oh.
All right, you can have that one.
All right, thank you.
I like that we get to pick.
I'm bound to swear.
I know.
There's no way.
That was definitely the goal on some of these.
So I go first.
Getting jazzy with it.
Kind of wanted to actually start before I go.
We have time.
A certain young fellow named BB wished to marry a lady named Phoebe, but he said I must see what the minister's fee be before Phoebe be Phoebe BB.
Whoa. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Say what?
This is Smokin Joe on your radio dial. Yeah. What the minister's fee be before Phoebe be Phoebe BB.
Alright, you ready, Max?
Go boo boo.
Ready.
This is hard.
I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. And I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. No, I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's son. And I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant pluckers come.
Okay, but you gotta do that one again faster.
I gotta do it faster, double time.
He's just gonna
Alright.
say pheasant fucker. And we all take that, public television.
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. And I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. And I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son. And I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant pluckers come. Yeah. Thank you guys for seeing my rap career hit its peak. It's a good moment.
You ever hear of the death metal band Deathbeak?
Oh my
No.
god,
And
Deathbeak is
the-
the
Are
Are
they-
they
the lead
ple-
singer's a
pleasant
parrot.
Pheasant pluckers?
Lead singer's a parrot.
That's amazing.
I had a hard time reading that one to myself without saying it out loud and not cussing, so I can rock that.
Wait, no, it's your turn. Your turn to pick and
Alright. Just want some of these back here. Oh, these are short.
you can
Feel free
do
to
two.
have some freestyle when they're done if you got time.
Oh yeah, I'll start my
It's a
freestyle
rap
moves.
battle.
Alright. I'm gonna go hard at Hard at Joe here.
Oh gosh. I'm just gonna start
Good luck,
rapping
dude.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, dude.
Man, get ready to feel some serious pain on this one.
Bring it.
Wait, am I starting this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Silly Sally swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally shooed, silly Sally, Sally's house. These sheeps couldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shack. Silly Sally swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally shooed, shilly shally south. These sheep couldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed.
Sleep should sleep in a shed.
Yeah.
Sleep should sleep in
This
a
one got me.
shed.
This one got me. What is it? Shilly shally.
Shilly shally.
See, you're throwing in words that make me seem like I'm messing up to myself, and that throws me off. Shilly
Feel a
shally.
little shilly.
That's my
Okay,
vocab word for the day.
Shally?
I'm gonna look that word up.
Shilly shally.
Alright.
Get ready for some freaky action.
Yeah, get ready for Freaky Fred, everybody. Freaky Fred found 50 feet of fruit, and Fred 40 feet into his friend Frank. Wait, and Freaky Fred found 50 feet of fruit and fed 40 feet to his friend Frank. How many feet of fruit did Freaky Fred find? I guess you'll have to ask Frank.
That's how it ends.
No, I just added the have to ask Frank part. Woo!
Okay, shilly shally.
I'm a
I
rap.
have to give that round to Joe.
Nice. It was shorter.
Shilly shally means fail to act resolutely or decisively.
Tree's
Those
watching.
sheep
Tree,
were
you'd be great
definitely-
at this game.
Shilly shally.
Shilly Shally, Freaky Fred, coming at you downtown
Say what?
Minneapolis.
We got one more round.
One more round.
All right.
Oh, this is it? Okay.
All the marbles. And just remember, you don't have to vote for me if you're my friend, but if you want to continue to be my friend,
Yeah.
you have to vote for me.
Or if you want to become my friend now,
That's the way. Is
This
to
is a
not,
surefire
not
way.
vote for Joe.
a vote for me is a vote
Finally,
for me.
what about farts?
Mine's about Ed Knott, apparently.
Oh, a trap beat.
Yep. Ed Knott was shot and Sam Shot was not, so it is better to be shot than not. Some say Knott was not shot, but Shot says he was not shot not. Either the shot at Knott was not shot or not was shot. If the shot not was shot. But if the shot the shot was shot, not. However, the shot not shot, but not. So Ed Knott was shot, and that's hot. Is it not?
No, you gotta say a trap style.
Is that not? I don't know if I'm capable. I could, or what is it? What is it like? Ed Knott was shot, and Sam Shot was not. So it
Yeah.
better to be shot than not.
Oh.
Like that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Versace.
Do it again. Do it again. Yo! Ed Knott was shot. Sam Shot was not. So it better be shot than not. Some say not was shot, not. But Shot said he not shot. Where's the beat though?
You need to lean into the triplets more.
I know. I just
And that was shot.
yeah. Either the shot, not was not shot, or the not was shot. It's not shot, not was shot.
Oh.
The shot. The shot was shot, not. However, the shot, not shot, but not. So Ed Knott was shot, and that's hot. Is it?
That's hot.
That's hot.
That is
That's
the
hot.
right.
That was so much better. I don't know.
That's so hot.
Thanks, babe.
That's hot. It's for my day ones. Want to wait for the beat a little bit.
I know, right?
Tutor, who tutor the flute. Tried to tutor, who tutors to toot. She said the toot to the tutor. Is it tougher to toot? Or tutor to tutors who toot? A tutor who tooted the flute. Try to toot tutors who tutors to toot.
Tootin' flutes, dude.
Splash!
Trap style.
My mom says, say what?
Shout out Angela's mom.
Yeah, Lori,
Mom.
what
Thanks for
up?
watching.
And your pick.
And your pick.
All right.
We're gonna
Man.
stick around and finish these cards after the show. Get some behind the scenes.
Um,
Face lashes.
Man, I don't know if these are final ones. Can I draw more cards?
Should we get two?
Yeah, let me double.
Should we do
Oh,
two?
okay. See, this one has more.
Should we do two of them? Like just you have two cards.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
All the way down
Lightning
the cards.
round.
Yeah.
Mix it up.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll give you a short one and a long one, and I'll take two medium ones
There we go.
because I believe in
Oh,
quality.
Dick Pickens. His name.
Are you ready?
Don't worry about it. I'm not first, right? No.
Oh,
Oh, it's still draft. I forgot.
first. Water. Drip. 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 I've all that felt. I ever felt. I never felt. A piece of felt, which is as fine as that felt I felt. When first I felt, the felt had felt. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? Woodchuck would chuck all the wood he could chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Ow.
Splash! Splash! See, that was a double card one, so
That was a
it
double
went
card.
over a little bit.
I liked it.
He said that was your favorite?
I picked the tutor one.
Alright. You picked the tutor one?
Yeah, it's good to bring it back to the classics.
Did Dick Pickens prick his pinky, picking cheap cling peaches in an inch a pinch, or framing his famed French Finch photos? Mr. C owned a saw. And Mr. Soar owned a seesaw. Now seesaw sawed soar seesaw before soar saw C, which made soar had soar seen seesaw before seesaw seesaw. Seesaw would not have sawed soar seesaw, so seesaw sawed soar seesaw. But it was said to see soar so soar just because seesaw sawed soar seesaw.
Wow.
Cutting edge stuff, folks.
It is. This is very Seussian. Mr. C owned a saw, and Mr. Soar owned a seesaw. Now seesaw sawed soar seesaw before soar saucy, which made soar. Had soar seen seesaw before seesawed soar seesaw. Seesaw would not have sawed soar seesaw, so seesaw sawed soar seesaw, but it was sad to see soar so soar just because seesaw sawed soar seesaw. It makes sense. Actually does.
Only if you're
Shout-
reading it.
Shout out, John.
If you break it down.
Writing.
All right. Well, that was Say What, and I'm gonna go ahead and just what do the people do when they're running for office? And they just step down out of the race. I'm just gonna not win that game. I'm gonna secede from the Say What race.
I think humanity basically lost. as a
Humanity
whole.
did lose.
Yeah, a little bit. But John won.
John definitely won. Yep. Amber Brimmeyer said Max gets her vote. I'm just saying Max
Aw,
wins.
Thank you, Amber.
Yeah.
You are
Sorry,
my
babe.
friend now.
It's okay.
Or you were before.
Amber's a great
and you
friend,
are now
too.
as well.
It's all right. Can't win them all. Can't all be zingers.
If you vote for me, I will personally give you a Schmitz beer at Galactic Get Down.
There you go.
I'll bring a case of Schmitz and not drink a
Make
single
sure to
one.
grab it
Just
on
put
Saturday night when it'll surely be warm.
Yeah.
Forgot to
Yeah,
buy the ice.
Only redeemable Sunday
store is
morning.
All right, so we're gonna watch a video of you. We're gonna watch a video of
Yeah.
you. So,
Watch it.
what video is this?
This video is called Going Up.
Going up. Okay, so this is right. I wasn't sure if we switched videos.
Yeah, we did.
It's ready.
So this is Going Up. It is ready. Produced by Doc Illingsworth.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool name, huh?
It's a sweet name.
And shout out to Common Culture on the editing.
Nice. So this is Going Up, which is a great name for a song.
That might be fun.
Would you party demons down to your knees? Under the worth it when you highly valued virtues while you farther from perfect. I'll make a perfect strip. Hood, rip, torn apart, young heart, acid trip. About to dip, time to skip. Headphone, J Dilla, no skrilla. Cold weather, feel warmer when I'm on the phone with a foe. Reload low forever, though I should've known better. Go get her. Network mode, product mode, cheddar mode, network mode, scholar, go ahead, holler when you get this. But then against the establishment, though never been better, not bitter. Cold summer, hot winter, but warm and glow warring. I'm just trying to make a difference, like a Spartan or a pilgrim or a sparkle of a pigment. Not trying to flip a pigeon or start a new religion, but my goals against the system are a bold and different image. We're given strength, freedom, and power when we're chosen for existence. Courage is the catalyst, conquer galaxies. Who said the sky's the limit? They should trust psychedelics and decipher in ancient scriptures. Realize inside, you little white light eyes, diamonds like blue sea. Would you fight off the wolves, live your life in a hole, in a pipe and take control? Would you fight off the wolves, live your life in a hole, in a pipe and take control? It's 40 ounce freedom. Sap till I fall asleep. Pyramids built without machines, realities without a dream. That's alchemy, shouts to Toki. Walk on water like Big Zach. Oceans filled with garbage, most gardens are chemical plants. They're garnishing our wages, polishing a guarded axe. From Ferguson to the Gaza Strip, they've garbled up all the facts. Marvel at the collapse of the dimension that we've been sold. In between timeshares, hard drugs, alcohol, and iPhones. But not destined to walk the same trail that the blind roam. My mind's blown. Even though we're all one, every breath I take is my own. Oh no, you did that all of a sudden.
Hey.
Hey.
So that was
hello.
you. That was you
That was
in
me.
the past. So
Yeah.
so anything you want?
Actually, that was in the future.
that was in the future?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have the Y and the mystic. I'm a
Nice.
mystic.
Because you mystical can travel time.
Magic time travel and music video powers.
Should
Yeah, that
save.
sounds rad.
Gonna save the Avengers. So talk about the video. What was it was very trippy. There's lots of
Yeah, whooshies.
whooshies.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Yeah, so that was a video that we did a couple of years ago, actually. It's off a mixtape that I have called Hennepin in Hyperspace. It was shot by my buddies, Common Culture. Shout out Jake from Common Culture, who did a really great job, and Nikki, who edited a lot of it, I believe. And it kind of just goes through St. Paul, a lot of the stomping grounds that at least I used to live in, like the old Mindz house, which a lot of people, if you guys follow what we do at all, probably familiar with, because we used to have like a bunch of house shows out there, and
Nice.
yeah, it just kind of tells a story of this guy, I guess me, waking up in like a pile of notebooks and lyrics and music and trying to get out and go through and do like all the regular stuff that you gotta do if you're just a normal person. I got a parking ticket and drove through a rainy day and eventually ended up at these Native American burial grounds that are kind of like the oldest
I've been there.
oldest man-made things in St. Paul and kind of maybe the Midwest. They're like these burial grounds on top of Mounds Bluff that are just
They're
thousands of
beautiful.
years old, very beautiful. It's kind of top of the Mississippi River. And so I guess there's like a lot of connotations, symbolic connotation there. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. We actually also just released an album recently
Yeah, this
back in
album.
February. I got some stickers for it that I passed out to Joe. So that was
That's
Blitz
very
Mind's family. We don't have any fresh videos off of that project yet, but
It's
we got
tough,
some
man.
coming. We got some
Videos
coming,
are
so.
tough to like wrangle in
Yep,
to
yep.
actually get a concept and the people. I don't know. It's tough getting videos out. You think it would be easier?
It looked like most of these tracks are on YouTube though too, aren't
All
they?
the tracks are on YouTube, every digital streaming service. They're all up there. So yeah, that's called Multi Leakage 3. It's the third in kind of a series of mixtapes. Even though we're kind of branding this one more of an album. Yeah, check that out there.
Ooh, there you go. You
Art
got it.
by Annabomb Artwork, a local artist from Minneapolis,
It is cool.
who we have collaborated with quite a bit. She actually also did the album cover from Hennepin in Hyperspace, which I was talking about earlier. So, yeah, we got a lot of really cool stuff going
How
on
long
this
is-
summer.
How long has Lifted Mind's been a thing?
So Lifted Mind's something that started with me and Wolf, probably back, close to 10 years ago when we were still in high school, just kind of writing raps and little acoustic guitar parts, just as, teenagers. And we kind of always had we were kind of little rebels and, had a certain way of doing things that was always kind of going against the grain. And so Lifted Minds kind of was born from that, of just kind of trying to outline a different way of looking at the world that we didn't really see being expressed around us very much, especially when we were really young.
Yeah, I
But
understand.
then since then, things really opened up. We kind of started off just playing shows in like coffee shops and little open mics and stuff like that. We got with a couple more members, Aloda and Logos the Critic, DJ Zayla for a little while, and we kind of did a whole bunch of stuff, including probably, a few dozen music festivals around the Midwest. Started playing Harmony Park, Project Earth back in 2012.
I was there, right?
Yeah, you were there because I saw you play and saw all kinds of really cool people like Truth Maze and Dustin Thomas and
Dustin.
people that played a big part in our journey. And so
Yeah.
man, we've been making music for quite some time.
John and I
we've
were talking
kind
about how it's like you really are like kind of one of the only people that does or groups that do what you do in our scene.
and
And
so,
I'm in a band like that where it's just like all right, like you represent just like one type, pretty much a whole genre for this scene.
And that's kind of always been, every different circle that we've kind of moved in, we've kind of always been oddballs, whether it's in the hip-hop scene and we're kind of hippie kids, or the hippie scene and we're kind of hip-hop kids,
Yeah.
but we've always had a very kind of united, we come together from a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different styles, a lot of different genres, and a lot of people that listen to the album, you can very clearly see that some of our influences are in, rock and folk music, and some of our influences are in, old school grimy hip hop, like boom bap stuff, and some of our influences are, electronic, and we kind of try to bring all these different worlds together, and that's kind of always been our strength. It's also kind of been something that's been challenging as we've moved through different circles and come into different evolutions of ourselves, but it's always kind of been the fun part of our group. And so
I feel
we
like
always
you're
try to
talking
bring
about
something.
Dead Larry right now. That's
What's
exactly
that?
What it's just you're talking about Dead
Yeah,
Larry right now. That's
yeah.
exactly what it's like. Like you're so different, but then that's really great because you're unique, but also like it's hard to define, and you just kind of always
Exactly.
get outside of like the what's catching.
You kind of always have to prove yourself too, because everyone's kind of always like, oh, we've seen you before, but what are these guys about to do? So it's always been fun. It's always been fun.
And how is and you're in Goop City?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
what is that?
So Goop
compared
City
to
started
Lifted
off.
Minds then, like
Yep. We're
obviously
very.
it's two different things.
It is. It's two different things, but we perform a lot together. Really, we're all kind of under one big umbrella as far as being just a collective of artists who we all have kind of solo projects that we do. Like the song that you just heard, that was something that... what camera? We're on this camera right here?
I don't know. We're on
Oh,
that one. Now we're over
that
there.
one. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm just
What
gonna
camera would you-
look at Angela and talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have always kind of had our own projects and different permutations of our band sprout off and do little EPs and side projects and play shows. And we've always kind of been there to almost work as a record label together and more of a collective, yet still have albums together, still do sets together, stuff like that. And Goop City kind of came out of me. I was doing a lot of kind of road gigs and stuff like that my priorities were just kind of more into gigging more often and traveling, and sometimes there were times where, the rest of the guys with Mindz not necessarily couldn't make a show or something like that. And there's one weekend that kind of, it was one of those situations where I was going out to do a festival up at Pure Bliss Ranch by myself. A good friend of mine, Matt Munchie Sachs, he actually also kind of was going through a tough time and needed something to do to get away for the weekend. And I'm like, hey man, like come on up to this festival, we'll gig together. It's Pure Bliss, it's a good time. That's actually the day that I kind of met my now girlfriend, partner, Maria,
Nice.
MF Hayes, who, we had kind of met before in passing a little bit. Like she had come to some of our house parties and stuff like that. But that was the weekend that we kind of like connected. And then through there, Goop City has grown to be a project that we kind of share. You know, myself, MF Hayes, Moonshee Sax, and Joe, a concept invented by the man, who's we kind of all produce. We kind of all play multiple instruments on stage. Me and Maria MC. Joe and Matt both MC. We do vocals as well as play horns. Joe plays trumpet and saxophone. Matt plays saxophone as well as the aerophone. And then they both have, it's this crazy MIDI saxophone
like an Iwi?
thing. Like an Iwi, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but it's a little different, it's rolling. And then recently we've been playing with Rocky Heim as well, who's actually on tour right now at City of the Week, so he's not going to be up at any of our April shows, I don't believe, but yeah, so
I
we're
know
two
how that
different
goes.
entities, but we also work together quite a bit.
Yeah.
We have kind of collaborative sets where, you know, they'll
And we're
play...
having a massive
Yeah.
collaborative set.
Yes, exactly.
At
Galactic
Galactic
Get
Get
Down.
Down
Yep.
with Big Zach and Flow State and Goop City and Lifted Minds, all in the same 2 hours.
So fun.
It'll be
Uh,
blast.
It'll be great, and that's like our headliner on Thursday. Like that's like the big,
Can't
that's
wait.
like the big deal on Thursday because like we all love hip hop, and then finding a way because we haven't had much at Galactic Get Down, but finding a way to like introduce it to the group and be like, this is fucking dope, and here's why. You know what I mean? And present it in a way like. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good for everyone. I'm excited to bring more hip hop out to Galactic Get Down.
We're honored, man. And Flow State are a great group as well. We've been working closely with them basically since their, inception of actually coming out onto the scene. And
Yeah, 'cause I was
Zach has
talking
been
to-
somebody that I've admired for years.
Yeah,
and
do you
he's,
know Zach very well?
Yeah, totally. We're actually working together on the new Traditional Methods album. We're recording it over at the studio that I work at because I'm also an audio engineer.
Of
and so I'm
course.
doing a little bit
You
of
can't
engineering.
you got to do everything, folks. You can't
Yeah.
just be. Can't just be an artist much these days. You got to produce, you got to mix, you got to engineer, you got to book, you got to manage.
And I
You know what I mean?
unfortunately have to do all that stuff
Yep.
every day. Or fortunately, just
Yeah,
kidding. I like everything except for sending
Booking?
out emails.
Yeah. Booking's the worst job. I mean, I do it, and and it has to get done.
Yup, it does.
But-
If you're in a band and you guys don't have an active manager and somebody that's booking you actively and you're playing shows and you're not doing it, that means somebody in your band is doing it.
Yeah.
And you should be
not
kind
everyone
to that
is always
person.
aware of that.
And it's tough, because it's it's a lot of work, especially in the beginning, because you're not making any money and you're spending a lot of time not making any money.
And it's
But
a
hey.
roller coaster of emotion.
True, like because you can get 5-6 emails deep. You can be almost done with the deal and then be like, actually, never mind. Or like, hey, it's like 2 months before, a month before the gig. Can we just move your show to one day later? It's like, nah.
Everything falls apart.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up my entire route of the tour. And the people are like, why are you going to this city and then back over here and then back to this city? It's like, well, because life's not perfect. And you're skipping Columbus. It's like,
Yeah, because you're never doing like one thing at a time. You're always writing and recording and doing 30 gigs that you're trying to set up and, a million other things. So it's a lot of fun.
And you'll forget forget to send one poster out to one venue and it just bites you in the ass 3 months later.
So get with the group of people that you guys gel together with.
Exactly.
And that's been, the best part of both situations with Mindz and Goop City and any collaborations that I've really been able to be involved with, Cloverleaf Audio. You got to find the people that complement your different skill sets. So,
You should.
yeah.
I don't know if you do, but you should.
Oh, I'll have a card right here for you, Joe.
Ooh.
I feel like I have to have been there.
We live at, I don't know if you, well actually, you came over one time. I forget now. We were recording somebody. You stopped by.
I
think
did.
about it. I totally forget about this.
It was a house, right? And
Yeah,
it's in the basement.
yeah.
And Romy was there.
Romy was there. It was
Who knows?
was it maybe Northern Medicine?
Could have been Northern Medicine.
Yeah. So shout out
Yeah.
Tom and Romy and
Hello, Tom and Romy.
yeah
And friends.
There's like 20 people in the music scene. We all do everything.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like Romy and Joe and like 5 other guys.
Yeah, there's a few people. Max Graham is one. Have you been to Galactic Get Down? Were you at Galactic Get
I
Down?
have not been to Galactic Get Down
You're
yet.
encouraged.
It's out of this
I made a
world.
blood cult sacrifice pact with myself that I would not go to spend money on shows until I got booked at those shows.
Oh yeah, that's my whole
Not
thing.
to be a hater, but just because I just don't have enough time.
Well, there's only so many weekends in the year, and
Yeah.
as an artist, like it's really hard to take a whole weekend off and be like, all right, I'm going to go attend this festival, not play, spend a bunch of my money that I made doing other shows just to go to the. You know, it's hard to do that.
And for probably the last like 5 years, we've just been booked every
Yeah.
single weekend.
Just booked.
And it's not always the best shows. You know, I'm not trying to say that it's bragging, but sometimes we're playing some silly dive bar in the middle of nowhere. But
That's part of the
get on
game.
the road.
Part of the
Yeah,
gig, you gotta
summers
keep the
summers are
wheels-
hectic, so we've basically just been going from one thing to another all summer long for the last half decade or so.
For sure. Oh, I hear. Yeah, Dead Larry toured for like a decade straight before we were just like, all right. Now.
Yeah, I think I've seen probably like 4 Dead Larry sets a summer
Yeah.
since I started going to festivals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
we're
a fan,
toning it
Joe.
down a little bit.
I'm honored.
Let's see. What else are we gonna do? Anything to promote? We got anything coming up?
Yeah,
right
so
now?
we got a couple things actually. I'm gonna pull up some info on my phone here. So coming up, we're actually gonna release a bunch of dates in April. We're going on the road a little bit and doing
Nice.
a couple different things. So just go ahead and follow, Lifted Mindz at LIFTEDMINDZ on all the social networks. Goop City Music, GOOPCITYMUSIC. I hope my spelling's good. But yeah, as far as April goes, we got a couple things going on. This Monday, we're part of a residency with Christopher Michael Jensen. He's setting it up. That's going to be at Honey. We're playing, as well as Chaz Kangas, everyone's favorite local radio personality, as well as Jube Osiris. It's going to be a hip-hop night. Mono Joe, all kinds of good people there. And then Lifted Mindz has a show next Friday.
Right.
And I'm going to pull that up. Here
Is
it
it?
is.
And this
And shout out Logos the Critic. This one's going to be actually up in Manitou Grove, an event center. Free admission. It's going to be great. We were here with 85 to present. And that's going to be, let's see here if I can get an address for y'all. I don't know if I see an address, but, oh, here it is. 2171 4th Street, White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Friday, starting at 8 p.m. That's Friday, April 5th, with Lifted Mindz and 85 to present, and hosted by my fucking brother, Taylor Osteen, a.k.a. Logos the Critic. Logos is involved in all kinds of different events. It's his birthday tomorrow. He is
Happy
the
birthday!
resident DJ for the Fifth Element Open Mic, which is happening this Wednesday, April 3rd. After that, we got April 13th. We have a benefit for my good buddy that passed away, unfortunately, Duplass, a.k.a. Zach Sanders. So that's going to be over at Palmer's Bar on April 13th. On April 15th, we're doing a benefit concert for the called Jam for Youth. It's for the Bridge for the Youth, set up by Moonshee Sax. And Moonshee is going to be releasing a project that he produced. It's going to be like a jazz EDM project. It's called 28, and I'm doing a little bit of mixing on that, a little bit of matte production, a little bit of sound design type stuff. And yeah, it's going to be a really great project. That's going to be on the 15th. I think we're playing Winona on the 26th. I believe at Ed's.
Ed's, nice.
With Flow State.
Yeah.
I think it's at Ed's, but it's in Winona. So
It's Ed's or Broken World Records.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
I'm pretty sure it's Ed's.
That's my hometown.
Awesome. And then, yeah, lots of cool stuff in May, and you can just kind of tune into all the various social media outlets.
Right,
for
yeah.
that.
They'll keep pumping them out. If you want to know, you can find out.
Yeah, yep.
Follow
Yep.
Etheric Apparel on Facebook.
Yes.
what?
Follow Etheric Apparel on Facebook.
Just type
MF
it in the
Hayes
thing.
does all kinds of really cool shit where she designs custom clothing, and it's so awesome.
I'm gonna hit her up for an elf vest,
Angela
I
is
think.
gonna get an elf vest.
Another one. Another
I
elf
don't
fest.
have a black and white one. I need a neutral color.
So it's the first black and white one.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
the many elf vests that she has.
One can
Anyway,
never
so
have
we're
too
going to
many
get
elf
Max to
vests.
play some music now because everybody knows that you have to wait until the very end of the Smokin Joe show to get any actual music.
Yeah.
Except for the videos, I guess. But live music. So here's this.
Thanks to
guitar.
Joe
I'm
for
going-
letting me borrow his guitar.
Yeah.
I decided to do some acoustic stuff because a lot of people that have seen me have seen me rap and all that.
Yeah, right.
Nonsense.
And they just saw you
Especially
rap.
after those hot bars there.
Hot bars. All right, I'm gonna get out of the frame.
He's hitting the John.
I'm just gonna save here.
Don't.
I can hit.
He's going to the bathroom right now. All right. Just gotta get this cape all right. How's that sound, everyone? Oh, cool. I'm centered up.
I was melting with the ice at the bottom of my glass, watching neon palm trees all fade to black. Mommy in the past, scenes like movie screens, midnight montage, rooftop, just you and me, soaking in entities, endlessly fluid memories. Life with no enemies of flesh gives me room to breathe. Nature and city streets, they sound like beats. Crickets chirp, drum patter, people chatter up in melodies. See, till get lost in the stars shine when everything's connected by our minds. And right here, and right now, this is our time to feel good. I was burning with the cherry at the tip of my blunt, a little bit crooked but glowing brightly, and always sharing the love, not really giving up, fuck, swirling eternal reflections, liberating lost souls from deception. Etching Escher philosophies on the walls of Plato's cave, writing biographies of the light of the way, from the dark of the night to the light of the day. We grow larger without falling apart. We are stronger than the sum of our parts. We are the evidence of acoustic vibrations for millions of basements. We are ages and ancient, and this is what you make it. So come and melt with me, and we'll become the ocean. Go ahead and dive in. I have been floating. It's easy to get lost in the stars shine when everything's connected by our mind. Right here, right now, this is our time to feel good. I was the tab of acid sitting on Jimi Hendrix's tongue as he played Woodstock to 300,000 young hippie flower children all dancing in the rain. That was one part, weird what that became. More than can fit in a name, and more than what lies can restrain, and more than can fit on a page, and not the same, but all equal, uniting all people. Words just get in the way. Drops of morning dew drip from enchanted evergreen pine needles. I meditate on the everlasting nature of my pineal, wondering what is real. If Israel is still bombing, we didn't listen to Ishmael. You see, the wind whispers secrets about our oldest ways. You're just feeling weakness leaving when you're feeling pain. The rhythm of the storm bounces off the window panes. The ashes are blown away, and one day we will all be reincarnated as rain. We will all be reincarnated as rain. We will all be reincarnated as rain. We will all be reincarnated. It's easy to get lost in stars shine, since everything's connected by our minds. Right here, right now, this is our time to feel good.
You see, I believe we're greater than we fathom. Super Saiyans land stagnant. In the cave we could stay dragons. Amazing as we imagine, but lately mazes can capture us. Mainly crazes of fashion, work days in fatal attraction. Bust asses in our refraction. Our passion is just a fragment. Our passion is just a fraction. But spirits are everlasting and brains are electromagnets. Speaking of law of attraction, this shit really not a secret. It's a universal language. I know that your soul can feel it. From the totem post to Egypt, every wise man bound to seek it. It's been written in our history, ignored by those we elect. Funny how those sheep slept, the ship left the station, but my people press and eject. Could've told you about Atlantis, you haven't even left your seat yet. We walk on coals and water, you haven't even got your feet wet. Look what happened in Atlanta, music got these artists' dreams met. Can't test your wings if you're standing on the cement. The whole world heard that pain, turned it into a party. Turned some slaves into kings and some enemies to audience, and that's hardly the start of it. You see, this the new renaissance, and this army's got its part in it. It's easy to get lost in starshine. Everything is connected by our minds. Right here and right now. This is our time to feel good. Nice. Thank you, Joe, for the guitar.
Oh yes.
Thank you, Universe, for letting me try some new stuff.
Music is good.
And thank you, everybody, for supporting Smokin Joe and for
Yeah.
supporting
Thanks for watching the show. And
Vicarious Visions,
Yep.
Galactic Get Down.
Lifted Minds,
I'll
Goop
be there.
City.
Oh yeah,
all
supporting
the
us,
various
too.
things that you are in that I do. John does. There's lots of it.
There's lots of stuff.
And the music scene.
And the music scene in general. And then now that you know,
Schmidt's beer.
now that you know
Proud to
Max,
be
you'll
Max
you'll
and
recognize him
Galactic
when
Get
you were out at the Galactic Get Down. The Galactic Get Down 2019, the premier Midwestern outer space themed music and camping festival. We are the best one. I know there's so many. July 18th through 20th, 2019 at Outback Ranch. Come and join us. Oh, please, won't you? And make sure to come check us out live. Live, everyone. You can be in the studio and you can laugh at my jokes in real life and not just behind your computer so I
In
can hear
person,
you.
you can LOL.
Because I am secretly wanting to be a comedian.
I
I'm
will
too
be
afraid to ever do stand-up, so
ROFLing.
this is as
IRL.
close as I'm going to get.
Come
Um,
ROFL and IRL. Oh, come
Yeah,
ROFL.
and then next week we have a episode featuring Kind Country. Here's something I realized though. I'm going on next Thursday. I'm supposed to be going up to Sweetwater Shakedown with Max. So we're gonna see who's able to do this episode, and if maybe I'm gonna have to do it on the road. I don't know. I just realized this when I was talking to Max. And so maybe we can get the other Kind Country boys, and I'll come up late, and Max will just go do his thing. Or maybe we'll get Maybe I'll just go and see them all up at the Sweetwater Shakedown because they want to see Pertnier and the Del McCurry band on Thursday.
But they have a new album coming out very soon. That's
Yeah, they're
the most important
headlining.
part.
April
They're headlining April 12th at First Avenue, big room. With Heatbox is their host. They got the Wooks out of Wisconsin. Yes, that is their band name, the Wooks.
No way.
Yep, and they're a bluegrass band. I think they're from Wisconsin or Missouri, or I don't know where they're from. And then and Gin Strings are going to be there, as well as this band called Sweat Band, which is like the new funkiest thing in the world, which is actually really cool. So make sure to tune in next week when we will be with Kind Country in some way, shape, or form. And I will play us out.
Because I'm with you, thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Oh, oh, I love you. You know, sometimes you got troubles. So many troubles to getting it down, but you don't have to worry. your troubles no more, 'cause, well, I'll always be around, because I'm with you through thick and thin. Whatever trouble you are in, I don't care whatever you do. Just know that I love you. Whoa. I love